Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest. We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it? He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Pyramus, Hennessy, Whiskey, Dub, Christian Dior, East Saint Laurent, bitch whirling that drop on the floor. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls. I am the sickle and hammer. I am like Tony Montana. I got Betty Crocker in the trash spot, cooking up dope with a crop pot, turning that soft in a butter rock, then chewing tip when the hair drops. Bitch, my life is a movie. Surrounding myself on the Mickey's.
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, we back. You know the vibe, man. Wanted to do this yesterday, but I felt inclined to make a special exception. The open mic is back, man. Feels good to be here. And I want to humbly say thank you to everybody in attendance, to everyone who pulled up earlier for the stream that we did. The show that we put on later tonight, it won't be no short or lesser than what you expect from this particular side of the internet. Shout out to my writers, my poets, my content creators, Rob, Jason, OTC, Blue Flames, Virgo. The list goes on and on. The number of poets and writers that have come up here. Some new, some familiar, some not. All of them absolutely did their thing up here, man. And I'm glad that I was a part of those connections. Today, we have a visitor. I want y'all to make her feel at home. I got Sydney in the building as well. Y'all already know who she is. If you're not, get familiar. If this is your world, this is the type of vibe that you like, do me a solid. Repost, share, subscribe. Let the people know that we are on. Let me bring this up on the screen real quick. Just in case you want to stay in contact. I'm kind of pissed off right now. I ain't gonna hold you. My favorite pair broke. I'm mad as shit. I'm gonna have to super glue these joints back together, and I ain't gonna be able to close them no more. But the bright side is I can still wear them. I'm just gonna have to be very careful at this point with these. I might end up having to replace them. I'm so disappointed in myself. I didn't even do anything wrong. I was just trying to get them out the way, and the flimsy drinks just kind of just snapped. It is what it is, though. I got shades, I got glasses on deck for days. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me go ahead and bring the people up. Jen, what up? What up? What up? What up? Shout out to my folks. They hooked me up. You know, I gotta always be presentable when I get out here. You dig what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and bring our poetess up to the screen. Do me a solid. Make sure you go show them love, support. Let them know that they matter over here on this side of the internet. The poetry movement is still here, alive and strong. Sydney, Evelyn, talk to me. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
Happy to be here. Hi.
Hello. Good to see you. New faces.
I love this. I love this. It's always that fresh introductory to the screen, to the people. It's nothing like it, man. Because it's always this. What's the energy going to be like? What's the atmosphere going to look like? Is it going to be welcoming? Is it going to be warm? Is it going to be dark and depressing? What's it going to look like? Well, I broke my glasses. I broke my glasses for you. So I just want you to know I took this extremely serious. I tried to go out of my way to make sure everything was right. And then Timu, you owe me a pair. You owe me a free pair. Damn it. I done spent too much money on y'all. Shit.
There's your problem. It's Timu.
For real. I'm surprised they lasted as long as they did. But I've had these way longer. I've had these for a few months.
Yeah, it could be surprising. Like cheap products can either outlast some of the best stuff, but then sometimes, like for example, when I first moved in here, we got a can opener from Walmart. I'm not even kidding. I used it like 3 times, and the third time I used it, I twisted it, and literally all of the pieces came apart in my hands. I was just like, what is happening right now? It's like there's no screws in it at all.
That's the worst. I done replaced like 20 can openers. Some things do not last at all.
Jesus.
I just go to Amazon now at this point. But I know how you feel about Amazon, so I won't mention them anymore. Sorry. My bad.
I have mixed feelings because they're so useful, but they're also so terrible.
Yeah. Miss Evelyn, what's up? What's up? How you feeling? Your first time on the screen. We talked before this. How you feeling now that we are actually up here?
I'm apprehensive but excited at the same time. It's that yin and yang of doing something for the first time, being terrified and excited at the same time. That's how I'm feeling.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
The first time that I did a open mic virtually on Instagram, my audio was garbage. My visuals was garbage. I had a trash bag for a background. Literally, it was a black Gladlock trash bag. I had it against the wall, going down back like this, and I used a fake microphone to pretend as if it was actually connected to something, but really I was just doing this. My phone was like this the whole time. So take it for and I didn't have a Bluetooth. I had the cord earpiece, so it was like the string going, and like I had tampons in my ears, and it was just it.
Wow.
Yeah. And matter of fact, I wore a mask for about 2 years This is during the COVID, 2-3 years. So imagine how hot I was underneath that shit.
Yeah,
Sweating.
and yeah. But you know, you got through it and you worked through it. So I'm really proud of you for showing up even under those tough circumstances.
It's
So
because of people like you and Sydney and Sharab. I can go down a list of folks. If you go to my Instagram, I still have some of them videos. I transferred most of it over to my YouTube.
mhm.
A lot. Shout out to the other Sydney, my church sister Sydney. Because she sung on the show. She actually sung on one of the first shows I did. Uh, beautiful voice, beautiful voice. There goes the superstar. What's going on, ma'am?
Hi.
Hello, hello.
You say hi?
Mhm.
What you doing?
Just all
Yeah.
good. Spoken word, spoken word. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's about the people, right? You know,
Yeah.
connecting with other people who are using their words to express themselves in a way that most people wouldn't get, because for me personally, that form of expression is rare, is not really appreciated as much as it should be. And so I try to celebrate it as much as possible. uh what I want to do before we go into this, because I'm gonna freestyle something to start to kick us off. I've been working
Oh,
on that recently. I don't really write as much as I used to. I'm gonna freestyle something. Um, a quick little introduction from everybody. Sydney, if you are available to do so, start us off. Um, Evelyn, you can go last because I want to make sure you get the feng shui of everything. To the people that's watching, once we start to get into the motion of flow, let the viewers, let the people know how you feeling about the content that you're seeing up here. Without you, there is no us. Let me do this real quick. I'll do the intro first. All right, so
okay.
deep entropy here. Now, if you're wondering what deep entropy means, it is not just a random word that I put together. It actually has a meaning behind it. You can Google it and you can look the term up. It's an actual word. It's not made up. No, I'm not suicidal. No, I don't walk in the shadows of death. No, I'm not goth. Um, I just have a different outlook and view of life than most people do, and I'm extremely realistic when it comes to the way the world is. I'm not political. Uh, I podcast from Monday to Sunday pretty much, except for Wednesday. Wednesdays are Sydney's shows specifically. We do kind of jump in and out of different little things on Wednesdays, but she put in the work. I said, let me go ahead and give her own time slot. Uh, Fridays are usually the open mics. Saturdays and Sundays are morning programs, evening programs. I do write short stories. I put a pause on one. I need to get back to that. And yeah, man, I just like to have a good time and chill. I'm not really into a whole lot of extra outside of it. But that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gotcha. The floor is yours, Sid, if you're ready.
So this one doesn't have a name again. I need to start naming my things. All right. Life is not meaning. Meaning is not life. Life exists because it happened, because the right factors combined to create the most wondrous invention no mortal could have the capacity to create. We are within the universe just as the universe is within us. We do not exist for life to go on, for life itself will continue on even when we no longer exist. Though life is not meaning, and meaning is not life, life can occur without meaning, and life can be experienced without meaning. A sponge, a sardine, a slug has intelligence only for its existence, for a simple organism needn't have meaning to exist. A living body cannot be cut off from life for simply having no meaning. Meaning is born from the meaningless of life. Meaning is sought out of boredom, of what is, out of wanting more than endless seas of grass, expanses of empty skies, or the dark glow on mud walls. Meaning is found in the heavenly animals dancing in the sky, the light shows from wars above, the flow of light and dark, the ebbs of flood and drought, preserved and passed down through creation. Meaning is generated with solidarity, with survival, and woven into a tangible form of hope for more. Where life is meaningless, devoid of purpose and direction, subject only to the random rhythm of God's wrath, meaning is generated for purpose. Meaning is applied to create direction, and meaning is extricated from the meaningless and formulated to produce life with meaning. Seeking meaning guides us to understand the dynamics of the world we interact with, to maximize our engagement, our pleasure. Meaning connects us to life. Meaning gives us the will to keep going. But while meaning can enhance the feelings of existence, the pull of life and the pull of life, meaning alone cannot save us. For meaning is nothing without living. Without living, chasing meaning only amounts to a servitude to ownership, a dependence on external modification, an intolerance for silence, for emptiness, for the void. The quest for meaning can in fact become an undoing. Dissatisfaction with life, the gluttonous pursuit of importance, a disengaged existence, all run opposite the meaning in being. To pursue meaning without living avoids what is. Seeking with no cessation, consuming with no reflection, is using meaning to excess, to distract, to disengage, making life meaningless. When we saturate ourselves in meaningless that disguises itself as indulgence in the hopes that it will distract from the original fear of the end. We must remember we cannot choose our life or our death, but we can choose our meaning. Through meaning can be used to orchestrate death, and the beings can attempt to suffocate meaning in life, but in the end it is only death that can strip us of our own life and our meaning. For with no life, there can be no meaning, as death will simply become nothing. Death to life itself is nothing but a cycle. Life is the absence of death, just as death is the absence of life. However, should it be a brilliant otherworldly kingdom, a fiery underworld, or a void, it is up to us, for we create the meaning. When others become nothing but memories for the living, the dead are only alive through the collected memories of the living, as cautionary tales and as honor for heroes. But even the greatest will face death. So it is our chance to make the most of what we're given.
Sensational.
I just had this conversation earlier about this. My way of mourning people is not to frantically crash out and run people over with my car. My way of mourning people is through my work, my content, my interactions with people, improving myself. showing bits and pieces of their personality through me. Their laugh, their smile, their anger, their attitude, their arrogance. Because technically I am a representation of them. So I'm actually their voice. So, like for me personally, instead of losing myself in the hurt, I kind of just channel it into something productive. That one right there in particular would have been a great read, especially when paying condolences to somebody. That was a beautiful piece.
Thank you. I wrote it a couple of days ago during a video that was talking about the meaningless of life and why we need to have some elements of emptiness in our life, because people are so focused on like doing everything, doing it all, and putting efforts in so many different areas that they don't even get a chance to actually enjoy the life that they're given. They're just kind of acting on what everyone else thinks they should be doing. That's kind of what it touches on.
You get to a certain age where you realize that you need to live for you, and your purpose and your calling has nothing to do with them. Some people are so stuck in the world, that's all they know. And then you're confused, chasing after clothes and attention and validation, that you don't even have connection with yourself at all. Your identity is solely indicative to what another person sees you as, how much value they have on you. I'm cool on trying to impress a single soul. But that's the world we in right now, 2025. Everybody is vain and extremely superficial. Extremely. I wanna freestyle something for y'all. Um I'm gonna go to my solo. Let me see if I can live up to that performance right there. Um Hold on a second. A thousand versions of me have been buried one time. Once in a Hallmark card, the second time immediately after my feet touched the ground. I didn't anticipate the survival tactics, the measurements of obsolete living, being a creature of habit, forcing my addictions and my prevalence to the successes of my successors, while my ancestors observed me crashing out over the blunts that I would roll up out of cigarette blunts and ashes. The ashtrays were me, represented my lungs every time I coughed out a thought of opinion. Looking at the sentences being formulated against me, my enemy wanted to see me 6 feet under in the ground, but I was burying my opinions and my views of life in 20 leagues, acres, I should say, of water. The plantation mindset of the African American man has long since overwritten this view in the scope of how far we can go as a people. And in doing this travail, I can honestly say with much confidence that I am nobody without the creator, his pen and paper. What you must think of the sun when it rises, but it doesn't shine on the shallow side of your opinions. And I know I've said opinions a lot of times, but the honest truth is that's all I have. That's the only thing my footsteps know when it steps out of this door, because the the objectivity to surviving these bullets that come from every single tongue that wields its hatred against you is insurmountable. But that's just me. I've always lived in 1,000 leagues underneath the earth, the surface in which you dwellers of it inhabit with nonchalant attitudes, your mocha lattes, your 5 a.m. coffees. I do not arise with the same sunsets as you do. I am a little deeper than Dracula's blood. I do not sup from the necks of Summer's Eve. This is not that type of man. My mental is not the same as your mantle. My fires do not burn the same as your winters. Don't compare me to a snowfall or a flake. I am not an ounce in a bag of weed. I am not a swimming pool full of deceit and lies that you can just run with at your given. But I digress. What do I know? On a solo mission, killing zombies using verbiage that they have no understanding of. TikTok and social media has eviscerated every single thing about them. They don't understand what humanity is. So now I have to wield a sword and a bulletproof vest to protect myself from the bite marks of these avalanches falling on me. How do you feel? How far have you come? And what will it take for us to get on the same page?
How dare you?
Even she came to listen. I like how it touched on a lot of relevant issues that I think a lot of people can relate to. There's a lot of quotes in there that I would definitely repost if I had written them down.
Appreciate the love. I've been working on it. I think for me at this point, like if I was to go to a on stage in person, I would be pretty covered. I don't even worry about if I'm a stumble or any of that anymore. As far as I'm concerned, if it doesn't come from the heart, then there's no point of even writing it down in it anyway. And my experiences actually helped me. Hold on. Let me send. I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the chat. Let me see something. Sometimes when a person is trying to get in to the StreamYard, you might have to switch out your browser, your internet browser. That's usually the problem that some people have with it. But yeah, when you love what you do, it just come naturally. Hopefully this work. I hope it helps. If you can click on that. Meantime, Miss Evelyn, how are you feeling so far? Are you in the spirit? Has the the momentum changed for you any? What we looking like?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I appreciate because sometimes you feel like as a poet you feel too much, right? And from hearing you guys share your work, I can tell I'm in the right room. And hopefully my work will, you know, show you a little bit of what I feel.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the solo. Do me a solid. Let the people know who you are. You don't have to do too much. I don't want to
Okay.
overwhelm you. Just introduce yourself. And
Yes.
yeah, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Evelyn. On the socials, I'm at Wagashedere. I know that's a lot of words, but that's my handle on Threads and Instagram. I started writing poetry to reconnect to myself. I was feeling a bit lost, and I wanted to reconnect to my creativity and find my voice again. So I started writing poetry after a long time of kind of having writer's block and just being uninspired. So I've been at it about a year now. But this is my first poetry performance, and I hope it resonates with you. I also host a podcast, Diva on a Mission podcast on Spotify. So I will say, you can find me through socials, Aragashedere, and yeah, and I'm happy to be here. So now, if I may, my first poem is Evening Light. I walk in the hush before the stars, hands still reaching for a shade of purple and silver, a shimmer soft enough to catch the twilight and rest gently on her lips. There she sits, more art than woman in that moment, skin aglow like earth kissed by moon, draped in a dress the dusk would envy. I held the palette of her presence like it was sacred, because it was. Every color mattered, not for fashion, but for feeling, for harmony, for reverence, for the hush that falls when something beloved is seen fully. I studied her like prayer, choosing nail polish like I'd choose blessings, trying to match not just skin, but spirit. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. Her trust was a language, painted in the space between us. And I, a quiet witness, a gentle helper, was enough. Then morning broke, and she faded, like the last color on a well-loved brush. But even now, the scent of her still lingers in the memory of soft light and the dream of getting love exactly right. That's it.
I like the ending.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jenny has spoken, and I am in agreement with Jenny. Also, shout out to Sasha who just pulled up. Good to see you. Um, I have a lot to say. Sydney knows, like when I get quiet like this, it's for a reason. Because I'm trying to phrase this the best way possible. I love women poets. I've made that abundantly clear since we started doing this because y'all have a different approach and a different way of delivering your material. See, Sydney has already locked in, you know. you have, I don't know if it's the accent. I don't know if it's the approach. You remind me of Jacqueline. She don't like me saying Jacqueline, so I'm gonna say JJ. You remind me of JJ in a way. Um, you tell a story with your words, and you know how to be soft, but you also know how to be descriptive with what you're trying to convey. I was engaged. I didn't want you to stop. I was kind of mad that you stopped. I understand. I understand. There's a expiration to the poem, but it was like, damn. All right. I was there, and I ain't mad at it. I actually think that was a pretty beautiful piece. On top of that, I'm gonna tell you, if you continue doing this,
Mhm.
your the way that you kind of just flow is going to get better and better and better. And by the end of the day, it's going to be so like spot on. It's going to be like, damn. Like I was already tapped in, but I could tell that you were kind of trying to engage with the camera and make sure that you did well. And like for your first time doing this, exceptional work.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was what was it about? Did you have a specific train of thought for that one, or was it just something that was on your heart?
Um, I'm one of the things that gives me peace is getting in touch with nature. And sometimes I feel like the elements in nature are like us coming to experience this world. So I just felt like I'm the light visiting, you know? Um, and so when I write, I'm trying to honor the elements as a being like another person and kind of give their perspective. And so that's what inspired that poem.
All right, real quick, then I'm gonna turn it back over to Sydney. Um, this is a question for both of y'all. Does environment matter to you when and where you write? Do you have to be in a specific space to write, or do you just get inspired no matter where you are?
Um, I try to free flow with inspiration and let like just be open to life and let it talk to me. It can be a word, it can be like, you know, just seeing the sunset in a different perspective. It can be, you know, just watching a tree, you know, in nature, something, whatever. Or even just someone talking to someone and they say a word, and then I hang on to that word, and then it sparks something. So I find that I'm best inspired by being open.
Okay, okay. Sasha, yeah, I have to have my mind has to be well. I don't even know about that either because if I'm angry or I'm in a certain headspace, I can still write too. It just really depends on if it's one of those situations where I had a long day at work or family or something like that has kind of overwhelmed me. That's something else. But outside of that, I can write either way. I would prefer to be at peace when I do it, but all right, Sydney, you good? What's the word?
I have another one. This one is more of a political poem, but I think it's definitely fitting given what's happening right now. So it's called Fiat Country. Devalued dollars make valueless products for valueless people. Those that abdicate, the people of crime, the people that define leadership as the loudspeaker and the weak as the peacekeeper, let valueless dollars coagulate in the wounds unto this nation, infecting the wounds by the guilty and the patient, fed by the insidious inventors and the companies that perpetuate a disrespectfully dangerous domain. Valueless people don't get paid while the wealthiest get made. Valueless people are homeless and unable. Valueless people only bring love to the table. Valueless people just love who they love and have no choice but to pray to someone above, pleading to stay. Valueless people are the ones who think, but valueless people will only sink, while the wealthiest luxuriate in bathwaters, stained rose-colored with the blood, but not theirs. The wealthiest will float, the wealthiest will gloat in a sea of the rich, more than a queen, more than a dream, constantly building consequential regime, brains and hands replaced by machines, beeping as we sleep in boredom. Tired of the same old serfdom, stop the steal, the wealthiest shout, as they secretly sow their own doubts, and we go without, waiting for someone to value us. The purposeful hearts that we don't use tell us value is intrinsic, yet somehow not worth shit. Being rich is owning crops and owning stocks, owning shops and city blocks. Wealth is building endlessly until you own them all. One by one, they take us down, buy our stores and country moors, 1,000 acres of our land, just so they can have an expanse to look at. The wealthy told us rich is owning, side houses like side hustles, collecting mansions, basic and plain, cows and quails to be housewife holy grail. Air fryers is the homemaker prize, handbags for hire with leather for tires, leeching from freedom for goosey and gooey crouton, 42 of them online from platforms they could buy for themselves with no help. They don't care. Ignore the lies telling us to buy just because we should, because they need it as much as we do, so they can fund their lives. They would bless us if they could. Like magicians, they swap crap for treasure, enticing us so we may give up our leisure for junk, for they are better, but only at deception. Bait and switch people, there to deceive, receive eyes, to tell lies, to buy time, to sell us more to buy, while they pry more of our worth with the soft warmth of obliviousness and pride. They seek handouts, our hard-earned payouts, to buy their fake ruby pouts, selling their name with the fame. Every release shows the beggars, the blind, and the debtors, happily handing all their hard-won pleasures to taste the poison milk from the tit of the clever.
Sensation.
Thank you. A lot of it was inspired by the disgusting wealthiness of people and the stuff they spend their money on. Like, a lot of these were actually references to stuff that I've actually seen. People will rent fancy handbags for like $200 a week or something like that, so they can just have a Gucci bag for a week or two just to have it. There was also somebody that actually got leather tires for their car. They were more expensive than the car itself. And I'm like, what people would rather have more than their money?
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That video you sent me like an hour ago, I'm still pissed off about that. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was about Jeff Bezos' wedding, in case anyone's curious.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it.
I ain't even gonna stop the flow. I feel a little guilty because I was on Amazon and I was on Temu the last couple of days. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done bought a couple things. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted. Those 4 days of Prime Day had me like, I mean, I could stock up on food, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. I wanted those discounts though.
I got my groceries out the way, but it's this, man. I have an addiction to the glasses and stuff like that. And then I kept getting compliments. I kept getting compliments on these right here specifically. And it was like, oh, y'all done woke up the monster. I don't start complimenting my glasses because now I feel obligated to have to get more. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need a whole nother rack, a whole nother one. But nah, I love that piece though. I did, I absolutely did, and it made me ashamed of myself, but it also made me angry at the rich people too because they spend their money on the most retarded stuff. Jeff Bezos, they that irritated me, man. All these homeless people out here. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I'll throw out one thing. I just find it ironic how every single rich person seems to fit the profile. Like, it has to be a brain thing. Like, once you get that wealthy, they're all just, pardon my language, shitbags. They're just like, who cares? I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna destroy the planet and get my bag, get my stuff. Who cares? I'm just gonna go live on a farm in the middle of nowhere with a bunker.
Yeah, I know, Sasha. I had to apologize to Sydney about the Amazon thing too. I know. I have a habit. I know. It's all good though. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the solo. I'm gonna do another free. Um,
You should freestyle about your glasses.
I know, right? That's a good little test.
Helps you release your pain.
Yeah, I know, right? Hold up. let me see what I can whip up real quick. um I love my glasses. I don't even need them, but they make me look smarter. $5.99. I can get me 2 or 3 pair and look sharp as hell. It don't scare the white people. It makes me look more intellectually safe, if that's the words you want to call it. See, when you're in my composition, there is no competition. You're not looking over your shoulder day in and day out, wondering if someone's going to give you a fake grin, clutching their purse and their jackets, thinking that you're going to jack them. Now, the frames complement the jaw structure. It makes you look a little more taller than what you actually are. The frames themselves give you a different depiction of the picture that you are trying to give to the imager, or should I say the imagery. I don't have a preference. As long as they're not ridiculously overpriced, attached to a name that doesn't even relate to the day-to-day, I am fine. They can be reflective, they can be dark, they can be medicinal, they can be medical. As long as I can see through these shits, I am the shit. Point blank, period. You give me the right pair of sunglasses or shades or personality glasses, I can throw on anything. I am Superman with these motherfuckers. You best believe it. I can achieve anything with these on. I can read 20 books if I want to. These glasses do something to me that 100 years of slavery couldn't. Interesting enough, with all this freestyling about glasses, I'm tempted to buy another pair and another pair and another pair, but that would defeat the purpose. The personality does not go into the way that these things are shaped or formed, but it's the fashion that I create within myself externally, coming from an internal place of perception. You perceive to be one thing over another, when in actuality, I identify with the pain and struggles of my past to format the future that I am withholding right now to this day, keeping you a secret from everything that I am in possession of, knowing that the reality is you are a shark in waters that are manifested by all the greedy and prideful. So in the the truth in all of this, I'm not trying to withhold myself from you. I'm trying to withdraw myself from me. I digress. I tried it. I tried it. I tried it.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Stayed on topic the whole time. That was good. I couldn't have done it. I'm not good with freestyle.
The next time we have a poetry freestyle, I am coming for my title, Sydney. I'm coming for it. Evelyn, it's been a while. But at the end of every show, I created this game where the poets do like a freestyle little poetry thing, elimination thing. So it's like the last person standing wins for the night. You get a 5-second grace period between each person. So once I stop, like I just did, you have 5 seconds to pick up from where I left off.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go very long. You just have to keep the rotation going. Now, if you pause, you freeze, stumble, then you're eliminated, and it just goes down to the last two. Whoever survives the whole thing actually takes that show for the night.
Wow.
We haven't did it in a while though. So when I
need to work up to that one, but that sounds exciting actually.
It's fun. Sydney is the reigning champ right now. She being modest. She's being very modest.
I just remember that I think I got it because everyone else ran out of something to say. I didn't have anything to say either. I just got lucky being the last one up. But maybe with practice, I can do it regularly.
It's fun. It's lighthearted. You know, nobody's up here trying to win a Nobel Peace Prize. We just kicking it and laughing.
We all could get one.
Well, if Trump can be president with all of the shit that he's done,
he got nominated. Somebody nominated him for Nobel Peace Prize like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Damn, she found it already. Yeah.
Let's see. I know, like, they revoked it immediately, but yeah, it was the Israeli prime minister. He nominated him for the Nobel Peace Prize, and everyone was like, no. No.
I'm gonna have to find that soundboard. I'm gonna look for that one afterwards. Shout outs to Dan, Sasha, Jenny. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us this afternoon. It's been a busy one. I started off with my man's earlier this morning. We pulled up here today, this afternoon, and the love has been phenomenal. Actually, shout outs to Miss Renew Inspiration. She subbed earlier. I appreciate you. I just want to say thank you for hanging out with us. Miss Evelyn, I think we
Yeah.
are on round three. Round three of the show. Hopefully, you've gotten a chance to warm up. And like I said, I'm impressed. I think you've done a phenomenal job throughout this entire thing. Your presence, your performing, all of it.
Thank you so much. So I'm up.
Yes, I'm gonna give you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Smoke. Smoke. The whisper between worlds. Smoke rises, twisting, curling, a sacred thread between realms. Born of fire's hunger and air's embrace, it dances, carrying voices unseen. In the village, the elders sit, coals glowing, embers whispering. The incense of oil lifts, summoning ancestors to the circle. Speak, they say, for smoke hears. In the kitchen, firewood cracks. Millet porridge thickens in clay pots. Smoke weaves into the walls, a scent of home, a mark of time. It blesses the harvest, flavors the feast, seals the warmth of a mother's hands. At the shrine, a gourd spills libation, while sacred leaves smolder slow. The priestesses reads the rising curls, interpreting the dance of spirits. Smoke does not forget, she says. It carries the prayer of the living and the wisdom of the dead. In the wild, warriors track its signal, plumes against the sky, calling for unity, calling for war. Smoke, the messenger of fate, a shadow on the wind, a warning, a welcome, a way home. And when a soul departs, flames kiss the body, ashes rise, carried by smoke, a journey back to the ancestors, a final breath woven into the stars. O child of fire and air, you are more than a ghost of embers. You are memory. You are a bridge. You are the whisper between worlds.
That was really amazing. I loved a lot of those lines. My favorite was the smoke carries the prayers of the living, and I think you said memories of the dead, something like that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Such a good analogy.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
The people have spoken. People have spoken. Everything that I want to say, they've said it throughout the entire time you were reading it. You would have been a perfect Adonia. Adonia is a character that I wrote for Dragon's Eye. And you would have played that role perfect. That would have been dope. You have the voice for it, you have the calming for it, the delivery, the metaphors. You would have brought my words to life. That's essentially what I got from just listening. You
That's
made
an
you just
honor.
yeah, you just made me want to get back to finishing that. Y'all see, y'all don't notice. I did 2 stories already. Well, there's Dragon's Eye, then there's um the Evelyn's Abomination, which is part 2, and then there's a part
What
3.
a coincidence.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I know it's ironic, right?
It's a sign.
It must be, right?
Smoke.
Go to those of you who are into the short story stuff. I I did a number of short stories. I got them all categorized, and I worked with different people on Instagram on all of this. All of them are voice actors on these projects. So you're gonna see Blue Flames. You're gonna hear him. You might hear a familiar voice on there. That's because them people that I've done open mics with, I still have connections with them to this day. That's why I enjoy doing these, because you don't really know what type of bonds you create on this journey of life. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to plug that in real quick, just in case you're curious. I need to get back to that though. But beautiful poem. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to Sydney. Shout out to the commentary in the comment section. Real spill. Is there anything that you guys want to share or express to the people before we close out?
I do a short little motivating since I did some sad, depressing ones.
Okay.
Hey, it's life. It's life. We take it. We take it. All inspiration.
I have a short little one that is just I like putting this up right now, what we're going through. It's noxious, it's a short one. Those who poison rivers won't save tears for you. Those who subjugate, separate, extricate humanity from the living will always deny you. Like vultures in a flood, they will not ever destroy you, but they will watch and they will wait. Start raising your voice and preach peace. It's time.
Mm-hmm. It is. It absolutely is. Finger snaps. Finger snaps. Yeah. Sydney be on point, man. I'm trying to tell you. And I'm not even exaggerating. It don't matter what topic it is. She be having something for everything, man. Like I literally be thinking, like, damn, we in the middle of a show and she writing something right now. I be feeling like she just be like.
That was the one yesterday. The one about ice. I started it right before the podcast.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. If you can do that, that's a superpower as far as I'm concerned.
It's like one of those things where sometimes I won't have an idea for months, and then it'll just like, bow, there it is, and then I'll just be able to write it. It's weird.
Respect.
I wish I could just plan and write things, but I guess I got to work with my brain.
Hey, you be true to you. Be true to you. And Dan, I want to say I appreciate you. It would have been dope to have you up. I know there's like this weird little thing because you're not the first person that has had issues with getting up here. But I'm glad you got a chance to hang out with us and see this yourself, so you just kind of understand the type of energy that we have up here. It's always chill like this, always. You know what I mean? And hopefully the next time we do this, you can pull up. You dig? I appreciate it, and I'm glad this actually gave you a little piece and made you feel a little bit better. I don't know what you got going on in life, bro, but it's all love. It's all love.
Thank you for being here. It was such a joy hearing your work.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope you come back. We all do.
Indeed. I tried to tell her before the stream, like, just imagine you going to visit your folks and you're just talking shit, for real. You know, I don't even get sitting cussing like that. So today she let out the S word. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's funny because I do have quite a number of poems, usually about the government, that include quite a number of insults and swear words. I just try not to bring it up on here because I know some people don't like it. But believe me, I have some that would get people to be like, whoa. I would never heard her say stuff like that.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, look though, man, we about to get up out of here though. Do me a solid. Make sure y'all go follow these artists on their platforms, wherever they are. Tap in with them. Stay in touch. This is a community, man. It's not about the numbers. It's about the people. It's about building with the people. It's about being sincere. It's about being transparent. It's about being honest, being raw, being yourself. You don't have to force anything. We don't judge over here on this side of the internet, you know? So let's all stay in touch, keep on progressing, and let's see this community flourish the right way without politics and all that.
Thank you so much.
See, now
I'll give you one short story of an example. Literally, this happened like 2 days ago. My son, who's 4, went up to my daughter. He was like, "Get away from the motherfucking window." To my daughter, because she was trying to push on the screen. I'm like, oh my god. I'm not.
Wow.
Whoops. All right, I have to stop talking like that. Yeah.
At least he's improving his vocabulary and right use of the word. You know, sometimes you just have to take the wins. What do you do?
Good enunciation.
Yeah. Perfect use of the word, but don't use it again. But you know, kind of thing.
Yo, you wild, man. You wild for that. I needed that actually. So appreciate you sharing that story.
Yeah.
Of course.
But me and OTC, we pulling back up tonight. 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who are still awake, we are going to be talking about the woman at McDonald's who killed her boss because the boss wouldn't let her stay at work. She crashed out. It was a yeah.
The world we live in.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
But we out, man. I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all day. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Evelyn, nice to see you. Dan.
Thank you, Chad.
Sasha, salutes. Jenny, salutes. We're up out of here, man. I'll talk to y'all soon. All right.
Bye, guys.
Oh, one other thing before we go, too.
Put your goddamn one back.
Appreciate it.
Venomous, Hennessy, we skip down, Christian Dior, East Saint Laurent, bitch whirling that drop on the floor. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls. I am the sickle and hammer. I am like Tony Montana. I got Betty Crocker in the trash spot, cooking up dope with a crop pot, turning that soft on a butter rock, then chewing tip when the hair drops. Bitch, my life is a movie. Surrounding myself on the Mickey.